On the surface, they're family. The Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, and her cousin-in-law, Princess Eugenie. Two women who move in the same elite circles, who share a love for the arts, and who are raising young children in the royal spotlight. By all accounts, they should be close. But behind the polite smiles and public appearances, a chasm seems to have formed. This isn't about simple family spats. Instead, a pattern of behavior and new revelations suggest there's a primary, unspoken reason Kate is intentionally keeping her distance from Eugenie and the entire House of York. It appears to be a strategic, defensive maneuver designed to protect the very future of the British monarchy. This is a story of loyalty, survival, and a firewall being meticulously built around the throne. To understand the distance, you first have to see through the illusion of closeness the palace often projects. Princess Eugenie and Princess Kate have known each other for the better part of 2 decades. On paper, they have a lot in common. Both have a passion for art. Kate has a degree in art history, and Eugenie is a director at a contemporary art gallery. They're both mothers navigating the unique pressures of raising a family within the royal fold. They even attended the same prestigious school, Marlborough College, though their time there didn't overlap. They've attended each other's weddings and been seen at events like Kate's Christmas Carol service. Yet, for all these shared milestones, royal experts have noted a palpable distance. One insider stated that Kate and Prince William don't appear to be close to either of the sisters. They haven't got that much in common. This isn't a sudden development. The chill has reportedly been setting in for years, a slow separation that has now become a stark reality. The question is, why? According to some tabloid reports, the relationship between Kate Middleton and the York sisters, Eugenie and Beatrice, was strained from the beginning. Back when Kate was still Prince William's girlfriend, there were rumors that the York princesses were skeptical of the relationship. Insiders alleged to the Daily Mail that the sisters were influenced by their father, Prince Andrew, and believed William's relationship with Kate wouldn't last. This reported frostiness was supposedly highlighted by a couple of incidents. One story from 2008 involved a London fashion show where Beatrice and Eugenie, seated in the front row, were reportedly asked to shift to make room for Kate's sister, Pippa Middleton, and allegedly refused. While a guest at the time called it pathetic, they also noted that people remember these things. Another rumored incident involved a charity roller disco hosted by the Middleton sisters. According to the gossip, Beatrice wasn't on the initial guest list and, when she was finally invited, didn't get the memo about the 80s dress code, leading to an awkward arrival. While these are just anecdotal stories from over a decade ago, they feed a narrative that the relationship was never built on a foundation of genuine warmth. The differences between Kate and Eugenie seem to go beyond rumored slights. Their approaches to their royal roles, especially in their younger years, appear to have been worlds apart. During her time at St. Andrews University, Kate was known for her discipline and discretion, carefully managing the intense media scrutiny that came with dating a future king. She was playing the long game from the start, projecting an image of calm and composure. Princess Eugenie's university experience at Newcastle was, by some accounts, more spirited. It was during her time at boarding school before university that a memorable incident occurred. In what was described as end-of-term hijinks, Eugenie was reportedly caught streaking on the school grounds after a night of drinking. While just a moment of youthful indiscretion, it was the kind of headline that Kate has meticulously avoided her entire public life. A source at the time called it nothing more than hijinks and said the group was reprimanded. This isn't to judge a youthful mistake, but to highlight a potential difference in mindset. Prince William is now said by some commentators to be concerned about the York sisters' perceived lack of discretion. For William and Kate, who have spent 2 decades building an image of stability and reliability, this more carefree approach could be seen as a liability. Perhaps one of the most significant points of friction in recent years is Princess Eugenie's clear and public friendship with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. In the fractured landscape of the royal family, Eugenie's loyalty is not a secret. As one source noted, Eugenie particularly seems to be closer to Harry. She was one of the first, and reportedly only, royals to visit Harry and Meghan in California. She and her husband, Jack, even appeared in the Sussexes' Netflix docuseries, a project that deepened the rift between the Sussexes and the Waleses. Meghan herself has said she was friends with Eugenie before she even met Harry. This bond has been described by sources as unbreakable, with the couples reportedly in regular communication. While Eugenie attends events for both William and Harry's families, her visible and enduring friendship with the Sussexes has put her in a difficult position. From the perspective of William and Kate, this closeness could be seen as a major red flag. For the Princess of Wales, whose own relationship with Harry and Meghan is reportedly in tatters, Eugenie's loyalty to the other side may be more than just a family disagreement. It could be a strategic concern. In a family where loyalty is paramount, having a foot in both camps might be viewed as a risk. However, all other tensions seem minor compared to the single biggest factor driving a strategic retreat from the Yorks: the catastrophic scandal surrounding their father. His association with the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has become a major threat to the reputation of the monarchy. Though he was stripped of the use of his HRH style and military affiliations, he legally remains Prince Andrew. For Kate, the future queen consort, the issue is stark. According to royal experts, the Princess of Wales is very aware of public opinion and the risk that this scandal poses to the monarchy's reputation. Distancing herself is not personal, but a calculated policy of institutional survival. The York brand has, in the words of one royal expert, simply become toxic. The constant revelations and Andrew's disastrous fall from grace have created a scandal from which the senior royals must insulate themselves. This has put Beatrice and Eugenie in an impossible position, caught between their father and the institution they serve. But for the Princess of Wales, the choice is clear. Her primary duty is to the crown. The association is simply too damaging. To secure William's future reign, a firewall is seemingly being erected around the House of York, a firewall of deliberate distance. The toxicity of the Epstein scandal didn't stop with Prince Andrew. The release of court documents has continued to cast a long shadow, ensnaring his family in the fallout. Both Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie are mentioned in the files, though it's crucial to note there is absolutely no suggestion of any wrongdoing on their part. An email suggested they accompanied their mother to meet Epstein shortly after his release from prison for soliciting a minor. They are, in many ways, collateral damage. But in the court of public opinion, and in the strategic calculus of the monarchy's future, such distinctions can blur. The impact on their mother, Sarah Ferguson, whose own communications with Epstein were revealed, has reportedly left the sisters mortified and embarrassed. For Kate and William, this expanding circle of scandal presents an ongoing risk. How can they, as the future heads of the firm, embrace the York sisters into the inner circle when their family name is so closely linked to one of the most sordid scandals in recent memory? Every shared public appearance becomes a potential PR crisis. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams stated that Catherine will undoubtedly be wary, given the sensitivity of the situation. It's a brutal reality, but the survival of the modern monarchy depends on maintaining a clean image. When you assemble all the pieces, early rumored slights, different lifestyles, Eugenie's friendship with the Sussexes, and the all-consuming Epstein scandal, the picture that emerges is not of a petty feud. It's a portrait of a future queen, Kate Middleton, making strategic decisions to protect the institution. Her distance from Princess Eugenie appears to be less of a personal whim and more of a policy. It's a firewall. For more than a decade, Kate has been one of the monarchy's greatest assets. She understands that the institution's survival depends on public goodwill, a fragile contract that can be shattered by controversy. Prince William and Kate are actively planning for the future, centered on the idea of a slimmed-down monarchy. In this new model, there's little room for the liability associated with the House of York. This overhaul means making tough choices and sidelining family members who pose a reputational risk. Kate's distance from Eugenie is one of the most visible manifestations of this new doctrine. It sends a clear message: the integrity of the crown comes before family sentiment. In recent times, this strategic distance has led to reports of public snubs, though the reality is more complex. Tabloid reports have claimed that Beatrice and Eugenie were barred from key events like Royal Ascot or didn't receive Christmas presents from the Waleses. However, these rumors of a total exclusion are contradicted by the facts, as the sisters have attended recent family events, including a Buckingham Palace garden party and Christmas at Sandringham. Still, there has been a noticeable shift. The entire York family was absent from Easter service this year, a move that was seen as significant. While some reports claim King Charles has made a U-turn and personally invited the sisters to Ascot after they were initially snubbed, the situation appears fluid. This back and forth suggests that their position within the family is a subject of debate behind the scenes. The cumulative effect is a steady marginalization of the York sisters. They are being pushed to the periphery, a harsh and public demonstration of the firewall in action. The dynamics within the royal family are clearly at a turning point. What do you think? Is Kate Middleton's strategy a necessary move to protect the monarchy or an unfair exclusion of family? Is she a pragmatic future queen, or is she punishing Eugenie and Beatrice for things beyond their control? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. The story of Kate Middleton and Princess Eugenie is more than a tale of two cousins-in-law who don't get along. It's a case study in the immense pressures and brutal choices facing the modern monarchy. The distance between them isn't just the result of a personality clash. It appears to be the outcome of a long-term strategy, led by a future queen focused on the survival of the crown. From different approaches to public life to Eugenie's loyalty to Harry and Meghan, the ground was always fertile for a divide. But it's the toxic, radioactive fallout from the Prince Andrew scandal that seems to have made this distance a strategic necessity. Kate has built a fortress around the future of the monarchy, and that fortress is constructed with discipline and a carefully maintained public image. The House of York, stained by association with scandal, represents an unacceptable risk. The shifting invitations and social distancing are all part of a deliberate campaign to protect the institution. This is Kate the Protector, Kate the Strategist, and Kate the Future Queen, ensuring that the monarchy she will help lead is insulated from any threat, no matter how close to home.